Yo, what is up? We are back at the shop where the Mercedes has been fixed and it's finally ready. We're getting the AMG back. And here she is. I mean, I have to admit, I have to be honest, I didn't think we were gonna see it back this soon. I'm so grateful that the problem that we had was only it being Hydrolock and not having a blown engine. It is completely fixed now. We're gonna go over it, everything that's been done to it. First, I gotta hop inside here, pay a little bill that's a lot lesser than it would have been if we needed a new motor. Look at that.
Yeah, isn't that freaking amazing?
That's how it's, look at that. The starter just freaking cracked whenever the motor seized up. Man, that's interesting. I've never seen anything like that. So safe to say we have a new starter in the car. All right, baby. Man, I know it's just a C63 from 2013, but man, I love this car. And so will one of you guys. I can promise you that. Straight pipe M156 C63, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, it sounds so good. Man, she is running smoother than ever. I'm actually, like I said in the earlier videos, I'm so happy that all this stuff happened before the giveaway was live, or, you know, God forbid, right after the giveaway was over and the car had a new owner. I'm just glad I was able to take care of all this stuff. Now I feel really confident in the car. It's gonna run good. Not that it was running bad before, it wasn't. This was just, you know, an accident waiting to happen, but I'm just glad that it happened while I still had the car. Yeah! Oh, listen. Oh, man. I know I had my little issue here with this engine, but man, I love it. The M156, the last naturally aspirated C63, and actually the first naturally aspirated C63 they made as well. Legendary car, absolutely love it. Now, I know we've done videos on steering wheels on the channel before. We actually did it in the old AMG, we did it on the R8 as well, but I have to get another steering wheel because this one has some weird freaking wrap. It looks like, or it's supposed to look like carbon fiber, but it's not. It's like, I don't know what they call it, but yeah, and I don't like this white stripe and stuff like that. So we're gonna get a new steering wheel, and I'm actually gonna try to install it myself. And don't worry, I'm not gonna break anything. You know, if I feel like I'm not man enough for the job, obviously I'll call a pro. But we're gonna do this. So anyhow, I'm looking forward to that. I don't know exactly how I'm gonna spec out the steering wheel yet. But yeah, leave your suggestions in the comments section. Would you like a full Alcantara, or are you more like me that you like the perforated leather feel like we have here? Yeah, let me know. You know, not that we can see much here now because the plastic parts are back on here, but we got 8 brand new injectors. We got 8 new spark plugs. We've done 2 oil changes, and as you guys could see earlier in the video, we got a new starter as well because that completely just broke whenever the engine seized up. Then there was some minor little things that were fixed as well, like new key battery and boring stuff like that. But those were the main things that were needed. And again, thank God we did not need a new motor. She's running better than ever. I managed to hydrolock my second AMG. This time it wasn't as serious though. The smoke that we saw in the first video coming out, I thought it was oil first, but it was not. It was fuel, because on cylinder 8, the injector had stuck open. Luckily, no rods were bent or anything like that. Pistons weren't damaged. The car is doing just great, and I'm so happy to have it back. Now, I'm kind of rushing here a little bit in today's video because it's a little different. I'm about to get a ride to the airport from my wife because I'm going to Sweden for the first time in 3.5 years to see my family. I haven't seen my dad or my mom. I have a 2-year-old niece that I haven't seen either since I was there last. I was planning on going in 2020, but we all know what happened in 2020. So yeah, there was no flying going on then. Didn't happen last year either, but it is happening now, and I'm relieved to see my family here soon. I'm going to be on an airplane for hours, but I think you guys will tag along here during the trip as we end the video. But yeah, the AMG is back. Let's go! Let's go! Yep, well, welcome back to the video. We're not in the US, we are in Sweden. I'm in the town of Örebro. That's an O with 2 dots over it, pronounced And this is the town where my parents live in Sweden, and I'm currently driving my mom's Peugeot 3008, I think it is. Like the model is 3008. Peugeot, that's a French brand that I'm 99.9% sure that it does not exist in the US. Maybe it did at one point, but it's Peugeot. Peugeot. And this thing, I don't know what kind of horsepower it has. All I know is it's not a lot. Floor it. Let's go! Alright, we hit 130 kilometers an hour there. That's like, I don't know, 80, 85 or something like that. It's a diesel, and all I know is that diesel is extremely expensive here. I filled up my mom's tank, and it was about $9 a gallon. I paid over 1,000 crowns, and that wasn't, I mean, the tank wasn't even empty. I mean, it's bad in the US compared to what we're used to with gas prices, but it's nothing compared to over here. Dude, I swear, I drove by this shopping center in 2017. The same R8 V10 Plus was sitting at this parking lot here. I'm gonna find that clip and insert that right now. And then what do you know? One of the first cars I spot here is an awesome looking Audi R8 V10 Plus. Look at that. Oh, look at that. That thing is sick. That's actually pretty rare to see in Sweden. So I stopped for some lunch, and the kebab rolls they have in Sweden are the best. I freaking love these things. Yeah, so every time I come back to Sweden, I have to have a few things, and they're, you know, mainly food related. So Swedish pizza, number one, and then like the kebab rolls, I mean, they're the best. I freaking love them. So when you come to Sweden, you got to go to like a traditional like Swedish pizzeria and have one of their pizzas, because they're very different from the American ones. Come on, Diesel, come on! This thing is so slow. That's a good car though. My mom loves it. Clip. Hey. That's it. Hey. All right, so quick transition in the video here. We're in my sister's apartment in Gothenburg. We're not in Örebro anymore, and I'm here with my dad. A lot of you guys have asked about his condition, and he's doing okay. Yes. Over the circumstances, he is doing okay. So, yes. You know, still going strong. He can move around, although the stroke did have quite an effect on him here, but he's got the right mindset and he's doing good. It feels great to see my dad again, and we're not twins at all. You know.
I'm glad you say I'm over the
circumstances and not under
them.
Right. Ike. It's my sister's dog Ike. Oh, little buddy. And this is pretty much kind of what Gothenburg looks like. We're not downtown, but it's the older buildings. These are all apartment buildings, and it's just very different from the US where I live. But we got a gorgeous day. It's about 65 degrees, Swedish spring. I love it. So we got a full house here. As you guys could see earlier, my sister has 2 kids. It's Cliff and Nancy, which are rare names in Sweden. They're very common and kind of old school in the US. But in Sweden, they're different, so it's pretty cool to have those names on my niece and nephew. They're napping, and when they're awake, we're going to have a little party here for my niece, who just turned 2. And yeah, that's about it. I want to hang out with some buddies I haven't met in 3.5 years as well. And I just wanted to end the video here. We might get my mom on video as well, but at least you guys could see a bit of my Sweden trip here, as I haven't been here in so long. Alright, so we're going to end the video here with my dear mother, that I haven't seen in 3.5 years either. Exactly. So you guys get to see my mom, my dad, I think my sister was in there too, and the two, the niece and the nephew. So, you know, I don't do a lot of family videos except for obviously with my wife in Sydney, but, you know, my first family.
Exactly.
But here I am, and you guys get a quick little peek into our lives here. But we're going to have a little party for her as soon as she wakes up. She just turned 2, as I mentioned.
2, exactly. And she just woke up right now.
Yeah,
so
she just
like...
woke up from a nap. So
yeah.
We're going to end the video with that. I'll see you guys back in the U.S. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you did, you know what to do. Give it a huge thumbs up. Stopping by for the first time. If you haven't already and you want to, please subscribe. I'll see you guys back home. Bye-bye.